Shane said recently, not only do you look, like your old self back in 2013, but he thinks that you look a lot better. Do you agree with that assessment? What makes him say that?
Lately, I've definitely been feeling good. The injuries are behind me, and it's just nothing but the future ahead of me. I just been out here just getting better and just working on the little things. We had a real good offseason as a team. We worked on a lot of things. Me as a running back, I worked on some of my weaknesses. And, just during this camp, I've just been feeling good.
He said that you also put on about 15 pounds. Was that a conscious effort for you to step up the weight, to be stronger?
Oh, I definitely want to be stronger. My numbers in the weight room definitely increased, and I just was eating good, eating good and lifting hard. And if you do that a lot, you're going to gain weight. So I feel good at the weight I'm at. And I feel fast, I feel light, and I'm liking it so far.
And Shane also mentioned that you tweaked the ankle a little bit in practice. If it was a game, nothing to worry about. Yeah. Is it all right?
Yeah, definitely.
How do you guys only share one ball though?
Each of us bring unique talents to the table. Each of us running backs and fullbacks as well, because fullbacks take carries as well. So each back we have, is something great about them. Everybody can run the ball. All of us can block. All of us can catch. We just like to see each other get better and like to see each other excel in the field.
Do you take what you've watched JC go through, especially last year, the being patient, keeping your nose straight? Do you guys take that to heart personally, knowing that your number could come up, and if you do what he does, it'll pay off like it did for him?
Definitely. I definitely think what he did last year was a great example of just what perseverance is. He never quit. He always stayed positive throughout the whole situation. And I also feel like I showed a little bit of that as well, dealing with the injuries and stuff. Kind of at the beginning of the season, I was kind of so-so. Some days I'll have good days, some days I'll have bad days. And, towards the end of the season, I obviously didn't play. But like I said, I definitely look at what JC did as positivity, and I look at what I did as positive as well.
Do you guys, with all the experience that you have coming back, how much further along is everyone to being on the same page, especially your side of the ball?
Yeah, overall right now as a team, and more specifically as an offense, I feel like we're definitely starting to round ourselves, as a more and a better football team. And just speaking on the offense, there's definitely some things we can improve on. We're definitely not perfect. We're not like the New England Patriots, Super Bowl champs, or anything like that. But we're definitely further along than we were towards the end of the season last year. And I definitely think that it's nothing but up from here. So I'm excited.
Shane says you look bigger, faster, better than he's ever seen you. Do you feel that way?
I do. I'm definitely bigger. And the coaches have been telling me I look faster, so that's definitely a good thing, No limp, no gimp, any of that stuff. So, I'm just blessed and just happy to be in the situation I'm in.
What are you up to weight-wise, and was that intentional, something you worked on in the offseason?
Yeah, I'm at 225. I want to foot around with that weight a little bit, and it's been feeling good. Like I told him, I've been able to run with it. I've been able to cut, juke, catching. Just been feeling good, and I'm satisfied at the weight I'm at right now.
Do you feel a little maybe overlooked? I mean, everyone talked about the two freshmen last year, and then the way JC finished his MVP of the bowl game. You're dealing with the injuries. Did you feel a little overlooked in all that?
Me, I just wanted to control the things I can control. I wanted to stay positive throughout the entire situation and battling injuries and not getting as much time. I didn't really worry about that. I let the coaches coach, and I just wanted to control the things I can control, and that was getting fully healthy and getting back on the field. And I think with good work ethics and definitely with the good staff we have as far as the training room staff and weight room staff, they got me to the point I'm at now, and I feel good.
What part of your game do you feel like you need to step up the most?
I guess you could say a little bit of everything, I always want to get better as a player, as an athlete, as a running back, and just fine and tune into the little things, if you want to be more specific, the footwork, the blocking, the catching, and reading the blocks, As a running back, you always want to get better, and you always want to find ways to get better. So just every part of my game I can get better at, I try and just go out there and hopefully one day, I could be well-rounded.
I'm sorry, Dean.
Last year, you were kind of the new guy in the secondary, getting your feet wet. Really didn't start the year before. This year, you're the veteran. You're the guy who can pretty much play any spot back there. How do you see your role as a leader going into the season when you got some younger guys back there at safety?
I just want to be able to communicate with my guys efficiently and effectively, and just be a leader out there and take control when I need to. And we got other guys in the secondary that are leaders as well. So just evenly spread it out, and just help the younger guys come along and get on that same level that we're on.
Is there a position in the secondary you haven't played in your career at Tech so far?
Rover. I really haven't played Rover.
Okay.
That's the only one that I really haven't played. But I know what's expected of the road spot and everything like that.
Right. You guys are getting a lot of hype this year as usual. Losing CJ obviously hurts, but you're going to have a really high draft pick in Kendall Fuller. Brandon Faison has a lot of hype. You had a great spring. You feel like the sky's the limit for this group as a secondary?
We're ready to just come out and have everybody on the field healthy this season and perform to our expectations that we set for each other and what other people expect from us. So, we're ready to have a big season as a group.
When you play Ohio State in the season opener, does that kind of maybe put an extra gear into your step in the offseason when you're preparing, just knowing that that's the first game?
Yeah, they're a good team, and we're ready to come out, and we know that they'll be ready and we'll be ready. So we're ready for it. It's definitely gives you another pep in your step preparing for guys like that.
Thanks. I think I asked you in the spring about kickoff returns, whether you expected to be involved in that. Are you involved with it so far?
Yes, sir, I am. Yeah.
So you expect to be out there opening day against Ohio State returning kicks?
Yeah, definitely.
Is that something you did in high school?
Kickoff return?
Yeah.
Not that much. I was just strictly quarterback in high school. But I'm excited for the opportunity. I think I'll do a pretty good job back there.
Does that come natural for you? Or does that take a little while to get used to it?
It comes pretty natural, just catching the ball and just using your vision to try to get upfield.
About this time last year, you were switching to running back. I mean, now that you've had a full year here, how much do you feel like a running back? How much better at the position do you feel than you were when you first moved?
A lot better. Just adjusting to a lot of things, a lot of new things, especially like blocking and stuff like that. But overall, I'm doing a lot better.
Where do you think you made the biggest strides?
Definitely pass protection, learning, just knowing who to block, who to pick up on certain pass protections, and catching out of the backfield.
Is carrying it easy? I mean, is that the easy part of running back?
Yeah.
It seems like that's the part that most people would know how to do it.
Yeah, the running part it comes natural, but the passing and pass blocking and stuff like that, that's what you really need to work on.
Have you been taking time to lean on guys like JC and Trey Edmunds to kind of learn the position more?
Yeah, definitely. Those guys, they've been here, so I like learning from those guys since they have the experience.
Seeing guys like Marshawn and Shea McKenzie coming in and having a big impact last year before injuries, does that kind of give you a hope that you can break into the running back rotation as well with their absence, that you can get in there and make some plays?
Yeah, definitely.
A few days ago, Shane mentioned the fact that if you weren't in the process of redshirting and working with the scout team mid-season, you would have been a freshman starter. I mean, is that, when you think about that, I know it's all under water under the bridge and all that, but I mean, when you think about that, does it make you wish you hadn't redshirted, or maybe hadn't been on that track at that point?
I just think everything happens for a reason. I think redshirting me made a better impact for me because it gave me time to actually sit in there and learn the offense a lot better. So redshirting me, I think, definitely benefited me for this year, to prepare me for this year, for this season.
Marshawn and Shy out. Do you look at this as like, okay, this is a little window where I need to make the most of my opportunity, or how are you viewing that?
Yeah, definitely. I'm just going to go in there and work hard like I've been doing every practice and just keep getting better.